Good morning, evening, and afternoon. This is DM Vulture, and welcome back to the stream. We're going to hop right on in. It's been a couple days, and I'm ready to play. Took a couple days off there. Of course, I was mentioning that Monday I took off because of the updates on the overnight stuff, and I really didn't want to run into that issue of being on while those were going on. I realized they were only like an hour or two long, but rather play it safe than sorry. And last night, unfortunately, when I got home from work, I had a headache that was just so rough. I just took some stuff and laid down last night. Was going to try to get on and at least run for a little bit, but I just couldn't get myself to feeling well enough to even get online. But tonight I'm here. I'm feeling great and got plenty of stuff to get done tonight. The main thing is want to try to get to Westfall tonight. I want to try to get established in there, get up to the main place up there, start picking up some quests, and start doing some running around there, and hopefully get a level or two at least, and get to where we at least start the Defiance Brotherhood quest line. I do believe is over there for the Dead Mines questing. But for now, we are going to first off, I guess, just relax, get back into the groove, try to get, back into the idea of streaming again, and we are going to go do two run quest, fetch quest, I guess. The first one being, well, I gotta go train for my warrior, do my warrior training, which should get me my defensive stance, so that'll help when I actually start tanking here, hopefully sooner than later. And then I want to try to do Elmore's task. It's red, but I think it's just a pick up something in Stormwind, run it over to Ironforge, and be done with that. So those are the two things I really want to do while I'm up here. Also, the last time I was up here, I realized that I did not pick up the flight path. I can't remember if I need to pick up the flight path or it's automatic because it's Stormwind. But I want to double check just to make sure, because the last thing I need is to go all the way over to Westfall and then realize I can't fly to Stormwind. So we're going to check on that while we're in here. And first off, just got to remember where it's at, because it has been just a little while, and a little while is 6 years, 7 years since the last time I actually picked this game up and was playing it. And as for being in Stormwind, it has been quite a bit longer since I've actually been in Stormwind and Stormwind combinations. I will mess with that later. I'm getting sidetracked, but there is. That's the banks in here. Okay. Yeah, should have known by the counting house. But let's look on the map here and maybe... Actually, let's do it the old-fashioned way and go up to this young gentleman right here. And say, hey, where is your flight path? Griffin Master. There we go. Find him in the trade district, so I wasn't even going the right way. So let's go over here and talk to the Griffin Master, and hopefully he'll say, you're good. And there's a griffin. Is it up here? Oh, it's over here on the... That's right. It's over here on the wall. So let's go up here. He doesn't have the little marker on him, so...
Greetings. Be careful.
Okay, so it was automatically set up for me. That's good. I wanted to make sure before I just randomly wandered around and couldn't get back here in a quick, fast, and in a hurry. So my next thing I want to check on is the auction house.
Go with honor, friend.
And it's right there, right beside where I'm standing. So everything I really wanted to check is right around here. And I know I don't have any money, but I'd like to check to see if there's anything I can pick up at level 10 that'll maybe help a little bit. And let's go with Let's go with one-handed axes. Level range 10. Now let's see if there's anything at all. For all of my silver, I could pick up a much better weapon. That is tempting, but I have training to do as well, so I got to be careful. Alright, so first off, where in the world am I going in here? Warrior training. Pig and Whistle Tavern in Old Town. So I need to hop over here real quick. Sorry about that, had to mute, had a little cough going. Anyway, heading over here to the Pig and Whistle Tavern, see if I can't find a guy to teach me how to be a tank. And a lot of things I'm trying to remember as I go through. Like I said, I played this back when it first came out, and haven't picked up the game overall in, like I said, it's 5, 6, 7 years. So a lot of this stuff is kind of coming back to me, but overall it's one of those that I got to relearn a lot of things. Alright, here's a Pig and Whistle, and there's Harry.
Light be with you.
I will not worry about his available quest. I'm going to worry about my main one here. Oh ho, have a drink with me, lad. You look tough on the outside, but let's see if your gut can handle a few mugs of the Pig and Whistle's strongest. Or were you here for a lesson? I'm here for a lesson. Let's do that. Not looking to drink right now. Yeah, I can teach you, but first I want to see what moves you have already. See that drunk over there at the end of the bar, Bertleby? I want you to get his mug. Ha, and if you know Bertleby, then you know he just won't give it to you.
For the Alliance.
Alright, he wants me to fight a drunk. Cool.
Hey there.
Hello, fancy boy. What's a prissy thing like you doing in the Pig and Whistle? Be careful, or you might break a nail. Wow. How dare you, okay? You want what? You're crazy. The only way you'll get this mug is if you pry it from my cold, dead fingers.
For the Alliance.
Alright. Well, let's go ahead. Oh, no. I was hoping I could get a charge in. Well, let's go ahead and do that.
Not enough range. Need more range.
Oh, well. That was unfortunate, and I do... Oh, wow. Spawned me all the way out here. Alright, so I'm going to guess that using the Blood Rage was a bad idea. Because that cost me almost 1/10 of my health to do so. Not a good idea. Alright, so we're going to have to stance up on that a little bit better. Knowing I can get a little bit away from him and be able to charge him, that'll help the rage as well. But yeah, a lot of the stuff for the warrior, especially since I never ran a warrior. Well, I'll take that back. I did run a warrior a long time ago, but I think I started running a warrior when Lich King, I think it was, because I ran my paladin as a solo character. I never had secondaries, never messed with alts or anything like that. I just ran my paladin through vanilla and through Burning Crusade. I think it was Burning Crusade when I made my mage as a secondary, as an alt, just to have some fun with. Never got him to max level. He literally sat there for 90% of the time with full rested EXP, and I would bring him out every couple of months because I was like, oh, I'm bored. I want to do something different. Let me run my mage. I ran him for an hour. I was like, ugh, this doesn't feel good. And immediately would jump back on my paladin to jump in any kind of dungeon I could get a little bit of extra stuff from, a little bit of extra experience, just the more I could learn how to tank on my paladin, the better I felt. So my mage barely saw the light of day for 90% of my time in WoW. And then I finally started running I think it was a Night Elf Warrior, and I got him to like level 40 something, 50 something. But that was just like a quick rush to the leveling, and then never messed with him again when I went back to my paladin yet again. So overall, there's going to be a lot of stuff I've got to learn how to do with the warrior again. So since I failed that, unfortunately I got to abandon it, which means as soon as he appears again, because it looks like that guy in there just decided to beat up on the guy I needed. Cooking trainers. Oh yeah, and I meant to figure out what I'm going to do about any kind of skills on this character. I'm not sure what skills I want to pick up on him yet. I was thinking mining and herbalism maybe, just to have some stuff to sell, get a little extra money, because I can already tell cash is going to be rough on me for a little bit. But until Mr. Bartleby here decides to show back up, I'm kind of at a standstill. Actually, while I wait for him to come back, because don't know how long it's going to take for that to happen, let's go and see if I can get Elmore's task. And he is Dwarven District, if I could speak. Dwarven District in Stormwind. So that's going to be up here. That's how I got to Ironforge in the first place. I'm going to guess, though, that as soon as I get up here and pick this up, he's going to go to Ironforge. And I'm like, hold up a minute. Got some warrior stuff to do. So let's see if I go over here. See if I can find this guy. He's in one of the shops here. It just says the weapon shop, so hopefully there's only one. Right, I'm just running around like a chicken with my head cut off, and it's going to be right where somewhere I just ran by. It's not out in the middle here. It's around this corner here. Okay, it's going to be one of these random ones that doesn't have a sign then. Alright, well, let's just go check in buildings then. That is a pet trainer place. That is not where I'm looking for. Just running around in circles now. This is great. I definitely look like I know what I'm doing. Oh, I see a weapon rack in there. Let's go check that one. Aha, here you go.
No.
Mr. Elmore. You're here to help with my delivery? Very good.
Be good.
Well, you give me delivery then. The Stormpikes are a respected dwarven clan and are well known for their fine and discerning taste. So it's no wonder that Gringer Stormpike, a mountaineer of Ironforge, commissioned me to craft him a weapon. The weapon is finished, but Mountaineer Stormpike is far away in distant Loch Modan. If you plan on traveling to the north, can you deliver this package to him? My last message from Mountaineer Stormpike said he's stationed at the Northern Guard Tower in Lochmadan. I will decline on that one for now because Lochmadan is not where I want to go. I want to go to Westfall. Lochmadan is the secondary, if I remember correctly, it's the secondary leveling spot like Westfall is here, but it's for the dwarves and gnomes. So I'm going to hold off on that for now. I may come back and do that one later on if I really need to. But for now, I'm going to go back down here and see if I can't get Bartleby again. And remember, for the umpteenth time, I have potions to maybe use them this time. Because every single time I have died so far would have been saved had I just clicked a potion. So something like that is just a simple thing where I'm just like, oh, well, duh. If I do that, it would work. But, just got to remember that kind of stuff. No, limited immunity. Oh, I just passed it. All right. Talking about potions and forgetting where I'm going. All right, Bartleby. Are you back? There you are. Let's try this again. Only this time I'm going to win.
What can I do for you? See you around.
Ah, couldn't get far enough away. Now let's see. This is going a little better. Let me give me a shout out. This is going a whole lot better. What in the world? How in the world did I die so quick last time? That went way too well.
Greetings.
Okay. I apparently am a lot tougher than I look because second time's a charm, I guess. Alright. Okay, here's my mug. Wait, let me finish what's in it first. So there we go. Oh, that's wonderful. It's still warm.
Have a good one.
But Harry, here's his mug. You saw us fight. Give me my training. There it is. He sure didn't want to part with it, but you were persuasive. Well done. Now for your lesson. You've learned a few moves, but you could still use a decent weapon. I bet if you spoke with Marshal Haggard, he could help you. Marshal Haggard lives in a manor in Elwyn Forest at the Eastvale Lumber Camp. He's retired now, but he collected a lot of gear during his career. Let him know I sent you, and with luck, he'll have a spare weapon to offer.
Go with honor,
Oh,
friend.
so here I was about to drop some money on a new weapon, and they're like, hey, here's a new weapon for free. Why not? Alright, so I'm going to Hearthstone, because that'll save me a little bit of time. And going over to Eastville Lumber Company is actually a good thing because I do believe the collector's near there as well. So that will actually help me finish up 2 quests in 1. So let's go ahead and do that. I now have defensive stance, which actually looks like it opens up a new task or a new skill bar. So let's go ahead and get Taunt over here because I won't have to use it too often. Blood Rage is there already. Sunder Armor is my high amount of threat. Okay, last 30 seconds. Can't charge while in defensive stance. Can't hamstring while in defensive stance. Can heroic strike, so that'll be my other threat generation. Can rend, that's good. Can't thunderclap. So it looks like those are my main things there. Is I'll be able to Sunder Armor, Heroic Strike, and Rend. Alright, so we'll pop back over to arms then. Or battle stance. And let's see if I can go the right way. First off, I'll go in here and fix my armors and stuff that got a little bit broke because I decided to die. And now a good little run over here to Eastvale Logging Camp. just trying to remember where everything is and how to do everything. Even at level 10, I'm just feel like I'm stumbling around here a little bit too much. But I've got those. Furburrow's deed I'll need to drop off on the way to Westfall. I've got plenty of food. Still got my hammer. I'm probably going to sell it because by the time I get this new weapon, it'll probably be just outclassed in every single way. And right now, anyway, two-handed weapons are pretty much asking to die for a warrior. At least for now. When I get a little higher, probably there's some skills in there. There's probably some nice little ways I can actually use a two-handed weapon or even dual weapons. When it comes level 20, I think it is, I can pick up dual weapons. That's that. I'd have to actually talk to a trainer, that's right. But I think it's level 20 I can pick up dual weapons. A dual wield. So, that will be fun because, honestly, I don't know if I'll do it, but I have seen that dual wield Fury Prot tanks are viable. Just gotta have the right gear for it, which means you gotta have some of the better gear in the game so it can mitigate what the shield would usually absorb, so you can pick up more rage, more threat. You do more damage as well. So I'm really looking into that because I think that would be a very unique way to tank, and I think it would add a little bit of fun and variety besides going the usual sword and board method that almost every single tank and every single MMO has to do. Because I've played a lot of MMOs in my lifetime, and if I was going the opposite way, I'd probably help that guy with Hogger, but unfortunately I am clear across on the other side of the map. If he still needs help after I'm done with picking up my new weapon and getting the collector, if I'm heading, because I'm going to be heading back that way for heading to Westfall. If he's still giving a holler at that point, I'll see if he needs help and go tank it for him. Because with my defensive stance, I should last a little bit longer. Because I think it was only level 9 when I did Hogger, and I didn't have a defensive stance, so I might actually survive a little bit longer with a little bit more of a boost to my defense. But anyway, what I was saying is that I've played a lot of MMOs. One of the first MMOs I ever picked up was an old one called The Realm. And that was 20... Holy cow, I'm showing my age at this point, but 22, 23 years ago. It was an old 2D MMO. And the way the battle system worked, it was lined up as a mansion around here. I don't think anybody around here is living in a mansion. Maybe oh, there it is. I guess that's a mansion. That's a 2-story. Better than anybody else has got around here. But it was an old 2D MMO. And the way the battle system works, it would go off of a grid system. And depending on where you ended up on the grid is how you could attack or defend or anything like that. Alright, Marshal Haggard, what do you got for me? And I'll go back into the realm in just a second. Who's that? Beauregard, is that you? You'll have to step a little closer. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Walking up like that, I thought you were a gnoll. Okay, I may not have done well on the character creation, but I think I made him look at least a little better than a gnoll. 5% better. Beauregard sent you, did he? Yes, I have spare weapons around here, but first I have a task for you. A while ago, a Defias-feeling Deadtooth Jack tricked me. It was dark, and he was wearing a Stormwind tabard, and I thought he was Marshal Dughan. He said he needed my old Stormwind Marshal's badge, and I gave it to him, and then he laughed and ran off before I could catch him. Get back my badge. Deadtooth Jack probably has it stowed in his camp to the south. Alright. Ooh, and he's going to give me Well, they were all good weapons. I may take the axe just so I can start working on axes as well. Because I'd like to try to make sure I have all of my weapon skills maxed out as best I can. But yeah, I'll probably take the axe. It looks a little slower, but why not? So let's go over here to find Dead Tooth Jack. And that is going to be, I guess, somewhere around Ridge Point Tower. But, yeah, so I played the Realm. I played a Paladin in that one as well. And the only way to really tank in that one was using two-handed weapons because it was all based on high defense, high HP, but high attack. Because the way the grid system works is that you just stand in one slot of the grid and just tank that way. And if you couldn't get around the grid, if you couldn't get to the person from around the grid, then, I mean, whoever was in front was the one getting hit. So it was tanking at its probably simplest form. And then after that, and I'm trying to remember all games I've played. I know I did WoW. I did one of the old Star Wars MMOs. I actually did. Oh, that is a big boy. No, that is too big a boy. Go away. Oh, I have messed up. I have made mistakes. Oh, I have made many mistakes. That was a wolf that was high enough level that I could not tell what level he was. Oh, because I accidentally wandered into Darkshire. Awesome. That is not where I wanted to be. Darkshire's in upper 20s, lower 30s area, if I remember correctly. And a level 10 should not be there. So I may have went too far south for that quest. So let's go ahead and get back to my corpse, res up, and try to find out where exactly I really should be going. But I played an old Star Wars one. I played a little bit of Ultima Online, but that kind of game didn't really vibe with me very well. I wasn't a big fan of it. But I've done multiple MMOs in my lifetime. WoW being one of the ones I spent most of my time on. Also jumped to FF14 when it came out. I did Realm Reborn. I actually never messed with the original FF14, the one they completely scrapped and then literally blew the place up, and then released Realm Reborn later that had a timeline of 5 years in the future from the original 14. And then I jumped from WoW about 2 or 3 times. I played it in 2000 when it released in 2004. Played it up until near end of BC. I think I played it near the end of BC, and then I stepped away. And then I came back for Wrath of the Lich King. And then I think I stepped away again, and that wasn't because of getting bored with it, but unfortunately at that time financial circumstances kind of stopped me from being able to keep up with a lot of gaming and stuff like that. So, and also I was trying to redo a little bit of college and all that good stuff, so life happened. And then my third trek back to WoW was during Mist of Pandaria. I came back with that because a couple of friends of mine were really wanting to get into WoW and wanted me to come with them because they thought for some reason that it would be a good idea to get me back into MMOs. So I came back with it came back to it with them and played for a while, but overall I ended up stepping away from it all and stopped playing MMOs for a little while at least, until 14 came out, and then ended up joining 14 for a while. And then I haven't really played an MMO besides 14 until coming back to play play Classic and start streaming. Because I honestly wanted to start streaming for quite a while, and I didn't know what I wanted to stream or how I wanted to stream. And finally I had been thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, I want to get back into something, and there's only really two games that I felt comfortable streaming, and one was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, because I actually been playing that for quite a while since its actually release date, and I'd played Smash 4 with a group here in my local town, and I thought about doing that, and then I was like, you know what, this would give me a good opportunity to get back into an MMO again, like I needed an excuse anyway. But I was like, maybe this will get me back into an MMO, but which one? And got to thinking about it, and finally was like, you know what, I've been wanting to check out WoW Classic since, it had been announced, but I never really had a good reason to go back. But now I was like, here gives me a reason and an excuse to actually do it. And so I decided to go ahead and renew my subscription to my old account, popped into Classic, and my very first night of Classic was... Oh, I did not realize there would be that many. Now, the question is can I kill them? Can I kill any of them?
Need more rage.
Now, I'm probably going to die. I thought I'd get around it. Alright, so I died knowing pretty obvious I was going to die there. But with killing the Collector, that means I can get his... at least get that off of him. And I hate that I had to sacrifice myself there for it, but I remembered the potion this time, so I'm proud of myself. And that was the only reason I was able to finish the Collector on that one. But yeah, coming back to Classic, it was one of those that playing this again, I guess coming back to it as the classic version, on stream for for my first night of streaming, my first minute into the game, and it was just to me, just felt like a good idea. It's like, why not stream from just the first minute of my journey on this character? And that's kind of how I've felt about it so far, and I'm enjoying it. There's a lot of things, like I said, I'm still trying to remember and still trying to learn, and realizing that there is... Wow, I have been sitting here with a... Let's go ahead and do that. There's probably better ones that I could do, like Rend or Parry. Yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. But I'll need to go back and check that. Anyway, let's see here. Digijack's probably stood away to his camp in the south. So I just missed his camp. So let's go back to this section over here and see if I can't find a camp that will not be too far out of the way, but won't get me killed. Because I'd like to not die. That's a goal of mine. And I realize that without having a lot of innate knowledge about the game and the situation anymore of well, this young lady tried to help me and she ended up getting attacked by this bear because of it. And she demolished that bear. Alright, so thanks to her, she helped me out. Now I gotta find this camp. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of things that I have no clue about that I'm still trying to relearn or learn in the first place about the game and how it runs and what I may need to do and where to go, that I'm really just trying to remember each part of it and probably will mess up some. But overall, I just thought it just sounded like a really fun idea for me to be able to come back to a game that I haven't played in, well, for at least the vanilla part, 15 years. And just come back and enjoy it. I think I may have found the camp I was looking for. Now, just to see how far I can get in there before things try to kill me. I think that's him. There he is, Dead Tooth Jack. Right there in front of me. So let's go ahead and do that. Because as soon as this guy dies, I'll loot him. Pop a squat real quick. Give me some food. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to clear out around him a little bit. Because right now I'm looking at least 2 guys I have to kill. If I take out the weaker one first, which hopefully this is going to work. Now that I've got this narrowed down, maybe
Not enough raid.
may have to pop another. Yeah, let's go ahead and pop it just to be on the safe side, because I'd really rather not have to run back. But there's Dead Tooth's key. Wait. Didn't I need to get... It wasn't Dead Tooth's key I needed. Okay, so his key. So now I need to find... Oh, there it is, right in front of me. I was like, I got his key, but it ain't going to do me much good if I don't have something to unlock it with. Alright. So now, ignore everything and run straight back to the camp because I have a new weapon. That is going to be almost double the DPS of this weapon I have on now. Which is going to be awesome. But this should, because I'll drop the collector's ring off in Goldshire because I can't warp back yet. But as I'm running back, I'll drop off the collector's ring. And with dropping that off, that will clear out everything in Goldshire, minus the whole Lochmodon thing.
What can I do for you?
Do you have my badge? I don't want to think of the mischief Dead Tooth Jack caused with it. There you go, buddy. Great, you found it. I feared it was gone forever, used by the Defiers to impersonate a Stormwind official. Well, that won't happen now, thanks to you. Here are some weapons I used when I was a marshal. I kept them in great shape. Take your pick. I am taking your axe.
For the Alliance.
Thank you.
King's honor, friend.
Yeah, let's salute him again. Why not? Alright, now, got a brand new weapon. It's got some stamina on it, so that means it's a... Well, I would say a tanking weapon, but at this level, it's a weapon. So let's go ahead and run back, and we're going to drop off the ring, and then I think if everything looks right, I am going to be heading to Westfall, finally. I was wanting to do that in my last stream, but I kind of died 5 times. So that slowed me down just a little bit. But I've cleared everything out. I'm 10.5 as my level. So that should be a decent level to head into Westfall with. I can't remember what the level of the first mobs are as you walk in. I'm hoping they're anywhere from 10 to 12. If not, I may be walking into certain and unavoidable death. But that's alright. Because it won't take long for me to level up when it comes to Westfall. I'll be getting new quests, I'll be getting new things to do. And not only that, but the mobs around there will give me more XP as well. And I've got a quarter of a level of rested EXP, so I should hit level 11 tonight easily. 12 may be a little bit of a stretch, but we'll see how tonight goes. I don't know if I'll stream more than my usual 2 hours. It's really going to depend on how I'm feeling and where I'm at in the game. If I find a good stopping point around the 2 hour mark, then I'll probably call it then. If not, I'll stretch it out a little bit more. As for my schedule for the rest of this week, I'm hoping and planning on streaming the next 4 days, because I want to do at least 5 days a week. Because as I'm starting out, I don't really have much outreach or influence or ways to gain followers very much. I'm going and I'm asking friends and I'm asking family and all this other stuff. The starting spots that are a good thing to do when you're first starting out. But I don't really have much of a chance to really grow too much when it comes to the channel, because I am streaming. I'm in Central Time, and I'm streaming at 2 o'clock in the morning, from 2 to 4, 2 to 5 in the morning. And there's not very many people awake at that time, at least in the US. Now, I may get some followers from across the pond there, and that would be awesome, because the more people I get from all over the place, up, down, left, and right in the world, the more people I can talk to, and I think the more fun we can have in the channel, in the stream, in the chat. So the place where my followers come from is not as important as having the followers there to have some fun with, interact with, and just enjoy the stream with.
Need help?
And I did find the collector, and here's his ring. You found him? Well done. He won't be collecting from the Elwyn mines again. And this ring you found is interesting. It's a membership ring for the old Stonemasons Guild in Stormwind. Why would a lowly thief have an artisan guild ring, and why are the Defias thieves collecting money from our mines? Difficult questions. I hope one day we'll have answers. Well, let's see. Do you got anything good? I'll take the gloves.
Be careful.
Alright, and with that, I am wrapping up Elwyn Forest. Let's go ahead and equip the new gloves. Talk to
Hello.
this young lady here and let you buy everything that I have in my inventory. And after all the questing I've done and all the searching,
See you later.
I have made 2 silver.
Need help?
I have a small feeling that that is not a lot. All right. There was one thing I wanted to check. Overpower I get at 12, which is nice. Dual wield at 20. There it is. Cleave. Cleave is at 20. That is a way for me to a sweeping attack that does your weapon damage plus 5 to the target and his nearest ally. It only does 2. It only hits 2 people. I thought it hit more people than that, but plate mail at 40. So yeah, 40 I'm going to need a lot of money for. 2 gold. 2 gold for plate mail training. Huh. Yeah, I was about 100% sure that.
Be careful.
Sorry about that. I figured out a way how to do a hotkey to mute and unmute my mic. It's not the best mic in the world, and unfortunately, anytime I move it or anytime I breathe weird or anything of the sort, the mic picks it up. So if I want to take a drink of something, if I want to move, if I even want to move my headset, it makes a lot of sound on there. And I've tried my best to keep that off my streams, but every so often it will happen. So I decided last night that I needed to figure out a way how to mute and unmute my mic, because that's a lot easier than trying to figure out how to move my mic away from my mouth if I need to sneeze or cough or take a drink or anything like that. And tonight, I thought of it last night, didn't do anything about it. And about 10 minutes before I was supposed to start the stream tonight, my mind went, there's something I forgot. There's something I forgot. And I was racking my brain. And I was like, okay, I've got my stream up. I've got this up. I've got this going. Everything else is working. What am I forgetting? And then finally my brain was like, oh. And then had to go into figured out how to do it through OBS and all that good stuff. And so it's so nice because I've already used it like 2 or 3 times tonight, and I know that there's a few times where just like dead silence goes on. It's not because I wanted to quit talking, it's because my body was like, hey, you need to cough. Might not want to do that in the ears of anybody listening to this. So yeah, that's gonna happen probably a few times because I don't want to take a drink of anything or like I said, cough or clear my throat or anything like that with my mic sitting here, because it doesn't sound good in the first place. But I'd really rather not make a really loud and sudden noise in the ear of anybody listening to this. So, trying to clean up a lot of things, because it being my only 3rd time ever to stream, I'm trying to learn how OBS works. I'm trying to learn how the stream works. Trying to make sure that everything's working right. And I'm the type of person that when they're really wanting to do something and do something well, they overthink it. And then they overthink it. So I've been trying to make sure that I just go with what I'm wanting to do, how I'm wanting to do it, and just kind of letting it go as is. And just try to go with the best setup I got. Stop worrying if it's not the best. And just enjoy the stream, enjoy the game, and enjoy the flow of everything. But with all that, we have found Furbrow, and we have something to give him. His deed to his farm. You have the deed to my farm? That's good news. Some ruffians stole it days ago. I thought it was gone for good. Please let me have it. We're on our way out of Westfall and ain't coming back anytime soon. But if we do, then we'll need those papers. Alright, there you go. Thanks, loads of thanks. As I was saying, these parts aren't fit for honest folk anymore, but if things get better, then this deed will let us reclaim our land. I don't have much to offer you, but here, take this. I'm taking the watermelon. Oh, he's going to give me both. I'm going to take the watermelon anyway then. Alright, the forgotten heirloom. It was horrible. Verna woke me up when she heard a ruckus in the fields. The fields were full of hooligans. We left in a rush and forgot to pack my pocket watch. Verna's pa gave me that watch on our wedding day, and I feel just sick knowing those thieves have it. I left the pocket watch in the wardrobe at the farmhouse. Look for the field of pumpkins to the west. You can't miss it. If you bring it back to me, I'd sure be grateful. Pocket watch from the wardrobe in his farmhouse at the pumpkin farm to the west, and I will get some bread and milk. I don't need the milk, but I love some bread.
Have a good one.
Let's take that.
You need something?
And Miss Verna, what do you have for me? She got 2 of them, all right. All right, let's see. Westfall stew. Now, I did just take a drink of my soda. I didn't mute because I'm kind of curious. And I hate to have to use that as a chance to test it, but I'm kind of wondering just how it sounded. If it doesn't sound too bad, then I won't worry about mute, unmute. But if it sounded really bad over this mic and everything like that, then I'll make sure to mute any time other than that from now on. Because I'd rather not have any sounds in there that make people go, I don't want to listen to that anymore. Westfall stew. Sorry, I get sidetracked easily. I never thought the day would come when I'd leave the farm, but the fields are overrun with thieves and it's far too dangerous for us here now. As soon as Farmer Furbrow gets the wagon fixed, we'll be on our way. So, she calls her husband Farmer Furbrow, okay? Maybe you could do me a favor. Let me scribble down my recipe for Westfall stew. Please take it to Salma Saldine over on the farm yonder. The Saldine's farm is just beyond the fork in the road. Okay, so we're going to go take a recipe.
See you around.
And what's the other thing you got here? Poor old Blanchy. Such a tired beast after all the work we put her through. I fed her before we left the farm, but we weren't expecting the wagon to break on us. If you could bring her a few handfuls of oats from the fields, I'd be grateful. I bet you could find some around all the farms in Westfall, if you can steer clear of those horrific machines that have taken over. There are several farms southwest of here. 8 handfuls of oats, and I could get a blanket or an old feed pouch, which is a 4 slaughter. I mean, I've got 2 empty spots, so 4 slaughters, 4 more slots than I had before.
Have a good one.
Alright, so I've got a lot of quests and a lot of things to do. Let's go over here. And this is the Jansen steed. Not need right now. Let's see if I can sweet talk this guy into coming over here real quick. Oh, I've done forgot. I'm wielding an axe that I'm not trained in.
That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready.
Alright, I've done what I can with those 2. I'm literally hamstringing them and running away. Because I don't need to be at the Jansen stead anymore. Let's see here. I don't want to mess with those guys. Let me hop down here. Because I know I could have probably picked up some oats there. But let's go ahead and... There's Sentinel Hill. I probably need to go there as well. Get the flight path and all that stuff set up. But I'd rather see if I can't help out the farmers here real quick. Alright, here's Saldine's farm. Which means the young lady I need to talk to with the Oh, that's Farmer Saldine. I need the young lady. Here we go. Here's Salma.
Hello.
Come in here for Westfall stew. I'm going to miss that Verna Furbrow so much. I don't suppose you happen to see her on your way here. Well, I actually got some stew for you here. That Verna was always such a sweet lass. We'll miss her here in Westfall, but between you and me, she's a city girl at heart, and Storm will suit her just fine. But enough gossip. Now we can make Westfall stew. Alright, so we're going to actually have Gortusk liver pie. The onions are peeled, the garlic is minced, the rosemary is crushed. The crust has been baked, the dill weed is chopped, the gravy is simmering. Now all I need for my famous meat pie are 8 Gortusk livers. Alright, so I'm going to get you some Gortusk livers. Oh, I'll get some stamina and spirit when I eat that.
Safe
Alright.
travels. Can I help you?
And Westfall stew. Here we go. Help me make some Westfall stew. Come back with the following ingredients. 3 stringy vulture meats, 3 Gortusk snouts, 3 murloc eyes, and 3 okra. Alright. So we got a little bit of farming for that
See you
one to
around.
do. And then Farmer Saldine. You got some stuff for me to do, don't you? The killing fields. Alright. Look at what has happened to this place. These lands were once occupied by good farm folk. But the thieves have done driven them all off. Not me, though. But it seems some harvest watchers have taken over the fields. If you're up for the work, I'd like you to go out and kill 20 of them. Come back when you're done for your pay. If you finish up with the ones in my field, clear them out from the neighboring farms as well. And I can get some pants, which agility and spirit, or some robes. Well, neither one of those are actually good for me, so I'll probably pick one up to sell it at least. So we'll take that quest and
For the Alliance.
let's see what level. Oh no, 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 no! I will not kill those guys in your farm. They are much, much bigger than I am. Well, let's go on over up here because I thought I saw some of these mechanical golems up here that were a little bit lower level than 15. Oh, there's some. Ooh, that's a young Gortusk at level 13. There's a mechanical golem at level 10. Let's mess with him.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. Not
And I realize it is immune. I do realize that. But
I can't do that yet.
the actual attack rend
Not ready yet.
actually it swings and counts as an attack with my axe. So it's actually helping me level the axes much, much faster. I noticed it when I was doing the two-handed weapon when I was messing with it, and I realized that I was actually getting some levels with the two-handed weapon when I was swinging it and trying to use Rend with it. Go ahead and eat real quick. And I've got some sort of oh great. Disease, reduce stamina by 2 for 20 minutes. Alright, so that's going to be there for a little while. And Furbrow's Pumpkin Farm, if I could speak. Why in the world? Harvest Watcher, Rusty Harvest Golems. Okay, so he wants the actual Harvest Rusters, and alright, so Coyote's going to be a pain in my rear end. Like, this whole place is already too much of a pain. But I do need that the young Flesh Ripper. Hopefully will drop what I need.
Not ready yet.
Because I need you to drop, I think it was stringy vulture meat. No, you'll give me a small leg though, won't you? Hello, Dwarf Hunter. Alright, so let's try this other young flesh ripper. And if I can't get these young flesh rippers to drop it, then it's probably... You know, I probably should have looked at the level of some of these. Yeah, the killing fields is going to be a little bit out of my reach. The handful of oats shouldn't be. It's more just grabbing the oats. So I think it just makes it a little higher level because of the because of what I'd have to kill to get the oats. Westfall stew is going to be because of the Gortess snouts and maybe the Moroccais. The forgotten heirloom and Gortess liver pie shouldn't be, but that is actually going to be dependent on trying to find some Gortess that are of my level. So let's go ahead and make sure that I keep him preoccupied here with that. Oh, I think I got a chicken there. Alright. I think I'm getting a little bit of help.
More rage. Not enough rage. Need more rage.
Oh no. That. I'm really hoping he gives up before he swings that last time. Oh, okay. Whew, that was a little bit too close. And that just shows that there is quite a... Wow. I didn't think I gained that much love, that much EXP from just 3 things, but I'll take it. Alright, that also means that this should be a little bit more opened up. Did I just see a named... Did I just cut through... I thought I saw a Bianco or something like that. A named enemy around here. Now I'm gonna run from you. Young Gortask, young Flesh Ripper. Hey, I don't want to mess with you. I've already gotten... Oh. Oh, that is uncomfortable. That's fine, though. Why are you guarding the outhouse? That's what I'd like to know. Is there any reason for you to be guarding the outhouse? I've really got to remember to charge a lot sooner than getting up in their face. Let's see, get my shout going again. Kind of wish I had an attack that... Oh, nice. Kind of wish I had an attack that would be off global cooldown, or at least swing when... like it's swing as an off timing. I know what I mean. Not wait for my attack roll to come through. Wonder if I actually get one of those. I don't know, but I am gonna go give her the go give her his pocket watch back. Can't even speak right now. Trying to think about 50 different things at once. Yeah, I'll need that Defiance Messenger at some point. They're talking about it in general there. I'll need that whenever I'm trying to worry about the Defiance quest line. Alright, Coyote. I understand. Munch, munch, munch. Oh. Oh, no, no, no. Defiance footpads. I don't want to mess with any of you. Go away. Thank you. Alright, so at least we're going to get one turn in here, and I'll probably head to Sentinel Hill
Good day to you.
so I can get that taken care of. And my watch. Thank you so much, kind sir. We are but poor farmers, and we have lost our land, but please accept this reward as a token of our appreciation.
See you later.
I like bread. Thank you. So I think what I'll do is now I think I'll head down to Sentinel Hill and see if I can't find a few things down there that I can do that may be a little bit easier than worrying about Gore Tusk and all that, because right now they're going to be a little bit more of a pain for me, being at level 11, and some of these are level 13 to 15 mobs that I have to take down. But for now, I'll go down to Sentinel Hill, get hooked up there, and I think there's a flight path at Sentinel Hill as well. So that will help with getting, because Harvest Golems are not going to work for me. It's Harvest Watchers. But yeah, having the flight path and everything set up to go back to Stormwind at any time I need to will be a huge help. Is this a young flesh ripper? Let's fight him and see if I can get,
It's too far away.
because we still need stringy vulture meat, which is still weird for me to say because I don't want stringy vulture meat if it's going to come from me. Skill and axe is 45, defense is 50. Not too bad. Alright, young Gore Tusk, we're going to fight you and see if you can give me something.
That ability isn't ready.
Go ahead and try to see if I can't save up to this. That way maybe he can try not to kill me.
Can't do that yet.
May end up using another potion. That's fine. Because right now, surviving, even if it means using up potions. Okay, stop parrying me and die. Thank you. Alright, got one item of the many I need for questline now. Let's go ahead and put that over here. And this should be Sentinel Hill. Yay, I got a whole 100 EXP for finding the place. More importantly, though, there it is. I want to make sure I go grab this before I forget it. And that's the mark I was looking for earlier. It's the green exclamation point. I do believe that is the mark of any flight path that you haven't picked up yet. And new flight path discovered. Now let's go over here. Bowyer, trade supplies. I think you can
What are you
repair.
looking for?
Yes, there's a Bowyer. Bower. I can't use bows yet. That's fine. I definitely need to train for it though. Let's go ahead. Flask of oil, rough feathers, small eggs, cracked linen cloth. Do not sell the bread. That is important. Sell that, sell that. Sell the ice cold milk. Let's go ahead and pop all of this food over into my last pouch.
See you later.
Alright, so we finally made it to Westfall. We got a few things done here. Now let's go over here to Sentinel Hill and see if there's anything they can give me that will not be a level like 15 or 16 quest. And first we'll talk to Gyron Stoutmantle. Report. So my friend sent you here. How kind. Well, the Stormwind Monarchy has abandoned our cause. Now it is up to the People's Militia to keep the land free from corruption. If our cause interests you, I can put your combat skills to use in the name of freedom. Yeah, why not? The People's Militia has but one goal, to defend the lands of Westfall and return peace to our surroundings. Unfortunately, the price of peace is often blood. One of my scouts has brought word of a band of Defias trappers wreaking havoc nearby. I have reports of Defias trapper sightings near the Jengalode mine to the northwest, as well as the Molson farm and Furbarrel's pumpkin farm. If you seek to join our ranks, select 15 Defias trappers and 15 Defias smugglers, then return to me. So a lot of killing, a lot of kill quests. With help with the EXP though. Let's see. A storm wind has abandoned us. That foul wind of depravity rustles through the plains of Westfall. This was my homeland, and I will not turn my back on its citizens who choose to remain here. We, the former farmers, shall make our stand. Your task, should you choose to accept, is to patrol the grasslands of Westfall, track down and slay the vile gnolls that seem to be working in conjunction with the Dead Mines thieves. Bring me 8 gnoll paws, and I will reward your bravery with a belt. Okay, I can use the belt.
Be careful.
Let's go inside. Oh, yep, another quest. So many quests. Love it.
Good day to you.
We need it all. A swift message. You're going to have me fly somewhere, aren't you? Although we don't get much aid from Stormwind directly, I do have a contact in the city who helps supply us with armor. His name is Osric Strang. His shop, Limited Immunity, is in the old town of Stormwind. I remember seeing that. Our supply of armor dwindles, and I must contact Osric for more. Can you take them this note? The fastest way to Stormwind is through Thor, our Griffin Master. He's just down the hill. Bring him my note and take a Griffin to Stormwind.
See you around.
Alright, so let's go to Stormwind real quick. It'll be a nice little bump in the XP, and we'll get to fly on a Griffin for the first time. Yay! Jumping. I don't know why, but it just entertains me just to jump along and have some fun. Alright, human paladin, go away. You look like you're in a hurry. Well, then you came to the right place. And I give him Luce's note. You have to get to this note to Stormwind? That's not a problem. You take one of my griffins. For a small fee, you can take a griffin to Stormwind. So you can deliver Lewis's note to Osric. You won't get there faster any other way. If that sounds acceptable, then just speak to me again when you're ready for the ride. I'll charge you a little, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Alright.
Safe travels.
So let's talk to him and let's see how much the ride costs. Because it looks like he's going to give me a silver 75. And it costs a silver 10 to fly there. Alright. So I'm going to be making 60 copper for this flight. Not the best turnaround for profit, but gives a little time to relax and take a drink of some more Mountain Dew because I have been talking a lot and that's kind of drying my throat out a little bit. They got this flavor that comes out. At least it came out last year and they repeated it this year. It's called Liberty Brew from Mountain Dew. It's this blue 50 flavors in one. And I don't know what 50 flavors they put in it, but I taste like the main hint is blueberry. And I really, really like the flavor. I was kind of sad last year when they stopped selling it. But then 4th came around again. 4th of July came around again. And they're like, hey, it sold well last year, I guess. So let's put it out again. So I ended up buying me a 6-pack bottle. And got me some more of it. It's really good. Shouldn't be drinking Mountain Dew at 3 o'clock in the morning. But it sounded good, so why not? 4 Ores Compendium of Dragon Slaying. That is the compendium I'll need at level 60 that will get me ultimately the Quell Sarar, which is arguably the best weapon for tanks. Hands down. It has a defensive, I do believe it has a defensive buff on it. It has an armor buff on it. And it is a one-handed sword. That is just, it is the best, one of the, if not the best tanking weapon in Classic, as far as I know. Now, there might be something that drops in Zul'Gurub that's better, or when AQ hits, AQ may have a better tanking weapon, but for now at least, Quel'Serrar and of course Thunder Fury if you can get a hold of it. And I don't know about Thunder Fury, but I am aiming at level 60. I'm really hoping that I can actually get and do the quest line for Quel'Serrar.
I supply
But
only
that's a
the
long
price.
ways down the road. For now, we're going to focus on trying to survive to get to level 60 in the first place. Alright, Ostrich Strang. You've been traveling, eh? Have you been anywhere interesting? Well, Westfall, and I've got a letter for you. A note from Quartermaster Lewis. I'm not surprised he needs more gear. Sentinel here is far away, and the land Stormwind has all but forgotten. Well, thank you. Here's some money to cover your travel cost. Well, that was sweet of you. I've gathered into this crate everything Lewis asked for. Can you take it to him? If you've already spoken to Thor in Westfall, then you can take your griffin back to him. Dungar Longdrink is our griffin master over in the trade district. Speak with him, then get this crate to Lewis as fast as you can. We don't want our fighting men and women in Westfall to go without fresh equipment.
Have a good one.
Sounds like a plan, and I was planning on going back there anyway. So we'll head back that way. We'll drop that off with Quartermaster. And then, let's see, if we look at... So it looks like right now the ones I probably need to concentrate on are going to be the People's Militia and Gortusk Liver Pie. Those are probably going to be the two that are going to be easier for me to do, even with them being a level or two higher than me. That's still going to be the easiest ones I can do at my level. So when we get back there, it looks like we're going to be hunting down some pigs. Just got to make sure that I actually... Let's see, I got 3 potions there, 2 potions there. I've got plenty of food. That's a good thing. But it's more
Light be with you.
trying to make sure that I don't die in the middle of a fight. Dungar says, is that sweat on your brow, lad? You've been running too much. Next time, take your griffin. Well, that's kind of what I'm here for. A crate for Westfall, eh? Have you been to Westfall before? If so, then it's no problem. I have plenty of griffins trained to fly that route. Return to Lewis. The Griffin Master of Westfall's store. If you've spoken to him before, then you can take one of my griffins to him. That's a good lesson to know. Griffins are always trained to fly to their capital city, but they'll only take you to a remote Griffin Master after you've already been there. You've already been to Thor, so just speak to me again when you're ready to take a griffin to Westfall. Once there, you can deliver Ostrich Crate to Quartermaster Lewis. Well, he's going to give me 350, so actually, I'll be coming out with at least a couple of silver ahead.
Well met.
Let's go ahead and fly back out there then.
Light.
The flight in and out of Stormwind anyway is always nice because that bridge with the statues and all that stuff, they made the entrance look really, really nice walking into Stormwind. Like, they made it look like the city to be in. And while, yes, it seems to be that and Ironforge are the 2 cities that people routinely do their shopping at, do their, will meet with their guilds and meet with their, teammates and all that at. I don't know if Darnassus is really too much of a meeting place in Classic, but I think the entrance to Ironforge looks nice. The entrance to Stormwind looks nice. And I honestly haven't been to Darnassus enough times. At least back when I played in Mist or anything like that. I just didn't go to Darnassus enough to actually tell you how well it looks. I'll probably have to go over there at some point to check it out, because I'm going to want to search off and get all the lands covered and all the uh, all the maps opened up. So I do believe there is a... I don't know if it's something I can see here. There used to be an achievement listing, but that may have been something later down the road in retail.
What can I do?
Well, let's go return to Lewis here. You're back from Stormwind to Ostrix in the armor. I've got an entire crate for you here. Great, you brought the armor. We'll get this divided to those you need immediately. Thank you. Your efforts have been a great help to us, and now that you're no stranger to griffins, I hope you'll come and lend your aid to Sentinel Hill often. I actually plan on it because I've got plenty of quests to do around here. And you have the quest for my Dead Mines dungeon run that I want to do. So, you have plenty of stuff for me around here. But first, I gotta go find some pigs. I think it's pigs I need, right? Because I need Gore-Tusk livers. Charge! Now we're just gonna hope that my axes are gonna be high enough that the damage is gonna work out in my favor besides and not be the pigs getting one-upping me too often. Alright, there's some Gore-Tusk liver, some shoes, which I do not need. Let's go ahead and eat a pumpkin. Now I gotta compete with this hunter, it looks like. I was hoping to actually farm the pigs around here because they're going to be a little bit easier to find and kill. I do not want to mess with that dust devil. There's another young gore snout.
I'm out of line.
I don't know if he's trying to do the same quest lines I am right now, but either way, him killing the Gore-Tusk definitely is going to slow me down a little bit.
Ability isn't ready yet.
But either way, hopefully. Why? Why would you crit me? There's three Gore-Tusk, or two of three Gore-Tusk snouts. And I don't want to mess with harvest golems. Young flesh rippers don't seem to give me the stringy meat I need. So we'll come back over here and see if more of the Gore-Tusk snouts are going to spawn over this way. And this is probably the roughest part of it all, is just trying to find what I need and hope for the best when it comes to drop rate. Why? Why were you able to charge me when I'm standing right on top of you and do almost 50 damage?
Not enough rage. I can't do that yet. Need more rage. Not enough.
Oh, this is not looking good for me. Hate having to use a potion that
Need more rage.
soon and early. That Gore-Tusk hurt. Because between the dodging and the missing and the parrying, I don't think he ever parried me, but the dodging and the missing at least, he's just done way too much damage. And I will check to see if this young flesh ripper will drop anything for me.
Not ready yet.
Let's see, what was it? Gore-Tusk liver, there it is. No, you're just gonna sell me stuff I can sell. I'll be nice. I have a feeling you're going after the Vortex too, aren't you? Nope. Alright. Yep, never mind. Should have dashed in there and took it while I had the chance, but I try not to be too evil when it comes to taking pools. Although with the luck I've been having, I maybe should have taken it anyway. So I'm gonna come over here. I really don't want to mess with this watcher. I really don't want to mess with the coyote. Oh, he came out of nowhere. Oh, treasure chest. I did not want to mess with that watcher, but I will take a fresh treasure chest. Alright. Not too bad. I was actually hoping to come over here to see if there's any Defias that I could pick off, but looks like the best I'm going to get is a long distance attack from a watcher. Now, I did watch a video about the watchers and found out that I guess either because they're supposed to be quote unquote watchers of the crops and all, that their aggro range is twice as long or twice as big as most other enemies. So it's like they were designed to pretty much kill. They do parry. How about that? Okay. But the watchers were actually designed to be killers like that. Drink another potion because this Vortusk is being a royal pain. Alright, so at least got the snouts, but I still need 6 livers, I think. Yeah. But yeah, that... like, everything around here is going to hurt for the next level or two, so... I'm not too concerned. I'll be able to get to where I'm hitting these guys just as hard as they're hitting me here soon, but... as last stream, I'm going to have that slight learning curve, as I'll call it, where everything's going to punch me in the face a whole lot harder than I'm punching them in the face. And I just got to survive it until I'm a little bit stronger. Now, I'd like to concentrate on finding gore tests that are a little bit closer to my level like this one. Now, if there wasn't a wolf right beside it, that'd help too. Alright, let's see if that's safe enough.
I need to get more. That ability isn't ready yet.
Pulling back here, get my shout off. Do a little extra damage with that. Reapply the wound or rend. And then finish him off with a heroic strike. Wow. It's almost like I knew what I was doing on that fight. And my character actually listened. So you don't need that anymore. Go ahead and pull this down though. Now, tried to sit right on top of it and still. The difference in one level is insane. This Cortez just hit me 4 times in a row before I could hit it once. And did a whole lot of damage. Miss, 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 parry, parry, miss, miss. My character is really failing me here. Come on, stop getting parried. You're gonna die. Oh, that was single digits. That was definitely single digit health. And they really weren't kidding saying that warriors are one of the harder leveling classes. Because I do not remember having this much trouble as my paladin. And yes, paladin has a heal and a bubble and all that stuff. So I mean, his survivability is probably 3 to 4 times higher than the warriors. Which I think that's why I'm having so much trouble wrapping my head around the leveling scheme of the warrior. Is just I'm so used to having some sort of heal, some sort of cushion when it came to, because I've always played paladins in almost every MMO, and in almost every MMO, a paladin is a holy warrior. So they have the somewhat the advantage of a warrior when it in terms of strength and power, but they also have the backup of, oh, I learned how to heal myself. Woohoo.
Can't do that yet.
Alright, Paleface got cheered on there, thinking he just did the Dead Mines quest. Or at least the main quest line for this area, because I do believe that when you finish the final quest for the long quest line here in Westfall, they do a nice little cheer for you. Ooh, what is that? That is leather. That is less than I am. That is getting sold. It's a nice piece of gear, but it's leather and I don't need spirit.
Not enough raid.
I still haven't picked up a liver since in the last like 5 kills.
Not ready yet.
Drop rates are abysmal right now. That's alright. The more things I get to kill, the more EXP I get. The more EXP I get, the easier it will be to kill things. And the faster I kill things, the easier it is to get the items. So there's always good things in all of it. If I didn't have to heal up. But such is the way of the warrior. They must eat. While a hunter's pet can regen pretty easily. And I think hunters get a heal for their pet anyway. So they can heal their pet.
The ability isn't ready yet.
Let's go ahead and stomp there. It's only going to be 10 seconds, but better than nothing. Ah, those pair. Oh no. I'm not slowing down. That was really bad timing. I didn't think I was going to pull the Dust Devil, but apparently he wanted to come play. May have to buy more healing potions. Didn't think that was going to be a thing for this run, but there are 3 Gortusk right here if I can maneuver around the Dust Devil here.
Can't do that yet.
Why they would put a Dust Devil in the middle here when there's only like 12, 13, level 14 things. And they decided to put a dust devil right in the middle of everything. I think they literally were just trying to figure out a way to kill any of their low-level people by having something that evil in their midst.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
Let's go ahead and stomp the yard. Get parried 4 or 5 times again. Alright, so this fight with the level 13 is going a lot better than the last one did.
Need more rage.
Let's go ahead and hopefully, between that and that, yay! Alright, 4 of 8 for Gore-Tex Sliver now. Halfway there. Then after that, it's on to killing 30 Defias. I want to turn this way because I don't trust that Dust Devil. Okay, come on. 2 parries is fine. 2 parries and a miss. Alright, there we go.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Hey, my luck is for swinging a lot of these is what's going to get me killed. 2 parries and a miss for 1 heroic strike. That's rough. Wait a minute. Can I sunder armor? I didn't even think about that. Can I sunder armor in this? Oh, of course I can. Alright. I don't know if I actually need to sunder armor. Because honestly, just doing damage is what I really need to be doing. Hey, a smuggler. I think I'll kill one of these guys.
We can't do that yet.
Well, let's hope that I can kill this guy. No, he's going to dodge, 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 parry, parry, dodge. Okay. Parry, parry. Parry, 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 dodge. That's what he just did. Parry, 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 dodge. It's getting ridiculous. Come on. Like, I'm asking for so little. Just, I want to hit the guys. I want to be able to hit them and them die without them almost killing me. That's all I'm asking. Okay, come on. Net, go away. Thank you. Alright, when they turn their back, that actually makes them easier to hit. So that's kind of nice that they run away. I mean, they could pull a bunch of stuff on top of me and kill me instantly, but that hamstring definitely helps. So I remembered that humanoids will run given the chance. Looks like he's a skinner. Yep. And I wonder if he's killing them for just the skins around here instead of for the quest line. Because I still need 2. Use 2 livers? 3 livers. Let's go over here real quick and see if there's a few over here. And I'm definitely going to need a bunch of... Whoa, no. I do not want to mess with that Gore-Tex. Let's go back this way. Young Gore-Tex. Yes. Dust Devil. Nay. It looks like they just planted them like one on each side, just to thoroughly mess with anybody coming over here trying to hunt these Gortusk.
Can't do that yet.
And I don't know if I should be sundering armor when it's one-on-one like this, but I feel like that's a bad use of what little rage I actually end up getting. Alright, there's 6. So 2 more.
Not ready. Can't do that.
No, parry. No, parry me, dadgummit. Parry. Holy cow. Parry, miss, dodge. Alright. Definitely can tell that it's being a royal pain to me right now. I'll take the crit though. Cadet gauntlets. Let's see what I got. 64s. 77, I'll take them. Ain't much, but I'll take the increase. And let you be the last Gortusk I need. I'm going to eat just to make sure I'm full health because I don't trust these Gortusk. There's a miss, there's a parry, and that's why I don't trust the Gortusk. Hopefully this guy goes down without too much of a hassle and drops the last liver I need. Of course he doesn't. Because why would he share his liver with me? I even asked nicely. Alright, what about this guy? He looks like a good guy to share his liver with me. Let's see. Let's try not to get parried too much because I did not completely fill up before attacking this guy. And I'd rather not go bad for me. Alright, surely heroic strike. Finish him off. Nice. And Gortusk liver. Alright, and that should go, if I remember right. Doesn't that go to the lady in the... yes, Salma. Salma Saldine, and I'm actually right near her house, so that actually works out really well. Yeah, the Farmer Saldine quest of killing the Harvest Watchers, he's going to have to wait a couple levels. There's no way I'm going to mess with a level 15 that's immune to 90% of crowd control items and can't rend them, can't do the extra damage from rend, so lose that on that as well. But Gortusk liver pie. She needs 8, I got 8. These are just perfect. Thank you so much. Farmer Saldine and I are going to feast tonight. And here's a little something for you for the hard work. You didn't think I was just going to let a warrior like you go hungry, did you? Nope, but I do like what she's giving me. She gave me a recipe. I don't think I'll ever be a cook. But you never know. I may start cooking some down the road. But I am running out of room here. I may have to go back and sell real quick. At least clear out my inventory a little bit. And then go and start trying to kill some Defias. Now trying to find all the Defias I need might be a fun time. But I know there's a little camp over there where I found the trapper and the smuggler over there. So that might be a safer spot. Not very many of them there, so it's not going to be a good farming spot, but I can go pick up a few over there as soon as I sell my stuff, clear out my inventory. I can just swing by there, and then I can go check the farmsteads. The Saldine's farmstead and the Furbarrow farmstead and see if I can't find any extra Defias there. It's not been too bad though. I started at a little over a quarter of a way through level 10 and I'm about to see level 12 tonight. So Been a pretty productive night. Finished up Elwyn Forest. Got stuff done for
What can I do for you?
Stormwind. Took care of my level 10 warrior quest. And slowly but surely, ooh, that soul's nice. Slowly but surely getting stuff wrapped up for, yeah, I need 3 of those, so I can't sell those yet. So we'll put it there. Keep my pumpkin.
See you later.
Alright. So now we'll go ahead and head over to that little camp I was talking about. Clear it out best I can. And get those kills. But getting, I think it's 15, yeah, 15 trappers and 15 smugglers. So it's gonna, there's definitely gonna have to be quite a bit of searching and farming for these guys. And I'm really thinking that this guy is just over here killing all those guys just for the skins. Which is not bad. But it keeps reminding me that I still haven't went and picked up a skill. Now I've been thinking about it. I don't want to do much of anything off stream with this character, because I'd like everything to be on stream when I do any kind of quest lines, any kind of leveling. But when it comes to the skills and
Need more
a lot of
rage.
the
Can't do that yet.
the gaining of skill levels and all that stuff, there may be a lot of that nobody really wants to watch. And honestly, just trying to build up the skills without doing them while I'm just out and about may not be something that I should or want to record, because I don't think very many people will find it interesting.
Isn't ready yet.
So I might end up doing a little bit off stream when it comes to the gathering stuff, and I'm thinking I'll pick up herbalism and mining, mainly because those are probably the best. I don't know if I'll do herbalism and mining or herbalism and alchemy, because I know the alchemy can make a pretty penny later on in the builds and all that. So I may end up doing that. I don't know yet. I'll probably give it some thought tonight and then figure out how exactly I want to go about handling skills. I think I'm going to run from you. I know you're throwing stuff at me. Very rude. But I'm going to run from you because I was not going to be able to handle a one-on-one with you. Because I was already half dead. And that would have been a little bit in your favor. Nope, it looks like he picked him off. I don't know if he was doing that to help me or just because he's doing the same quest line. Again, it's one of those that you never know what the other person might be thinking. But with these guys being my level, it actually is making it a whole lot easier to fight them. Is there anything in here? No? Okay. Now, unfortunately, I was planning on going a little bit longer tonight, but it seems that I'm not exactly feeling 100% anymore. I was feeling pretty good at the beginning here, but kind of waning here a little bit. So what I'm going to end up doing is hopefully I think Sentinel Hill is a rest zone if I go inside of it. If it is, that's great. If not, I might end up flying. Ooh, what in the world? Oh, thank you, Archdude. Yeah, so what I may end up doing is... Yeah, I don't know if there's an actual rest... Well, is there an inn down here anywhere? There it is. I think that's an inn. We'll find out. If it is, then I'm probably going to go ahead and call it for the night because I'm not, again, not feeling 100%. But I feel like I accomplished plenty tonight. Oh, there's another quest. Let's grab that real quick.
Things on our
So yeah, the Defias front is constantly shifting. I've been following their movements for quite some time now. On a side note, I've certain that many members of the gang can be tracked by the red leather bandanas they wear. Bring me 15 of these bandanas, and I'll see to it that you are rewarded. Ooh. Oh, this is some nice stuff. All right.
Careful.
Well, that's actually going to mix well with me killing the Defias later on. And this is an inn. Very nice. All right. Well, I hate to cut it short, but I think 2 hours is a pretty good time for tonight. Not only that, but we got plenty done. We finished up Elwyn Forest, got our class quest done, made it to Westfall, picked up plenty of quests. So tomorrow night is going to be just jumping straight back into tracking down the Defias smugglers and trappers, taking care of that quest, and be able to double up on the red leather bandana quest. So that's actually going to be nice. And then trying to pick up the rest of the Westfall stew stuff and just go along with the quest as we go here. But I want to thank anybody who showed up tonight. I did notice that I had a viewer or two pop in and out during the stream, which I do appreciate. Any views is great. I appreciate anybody who's willing to sit down and watch this for a little bit. Hopefully something in what I did entertained you a little bit and makes you want to come back. But overall, I had a good time tonight. I will be streaming tomorrow night again. Same time, 2 a.m. Central Time. And looks like we'll be continuing the trek through Westfall and hopefully getting another level or two and getting closer and closer to running Dead Mines, which I'm really looking forward to. It'll be the first dungeon we run with this character. As for the rest of the week, I will be streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I'll be streaming after I get home from work. And I'll be starting around 2 a.m. Central Time each of those nights. Sunday, though, I decided that I'm going to try to stream a little earlier on Sunday. It's a day off. I can start a little earlier. And my goal for that is that I want to stream for longer on Sunday. Not only that, but if I get on a little earlier, then I have a better chance of maybe finding some more people online, which means possibly finding a guild to join at that point. And in doing so, that will set me up for a lot of more of the group things, getting settled down into getting to know more people on here, getting the social aspect going, and hopefully being able to set up some guild runs and group runs through the various dungeons that are coming up. But that's kind of my plan. Hopefully in the next 3 nights I can try to clear out a lot of Westfall and get the Dead Mines quest loaded up. I know I need to be in the upper teens, lower 20s before I even need to mess with Dead Mines, because I think the final boss is like level 24. So until I'm able to actually tank him and handle him a little better, I don't want to jump in there and go in there all full tank mode yet. But hopefully get a lot more done in Westfall, get all that set up. And then Sunday, like I said, I want to stream a little bit longer. I don't know how long, but I want to start about 10 p.m. Central Time, so that'll give me more time throughout the night to kind of relax, get in the groove, and get more stuff done. But again, thank you for all for joining in. For those who didn't get to catch the full stream but would like to, I do upload them onto my YouTube channel that I started at the same time I started streaming. Uh, so if you just go on YouTube and look up DM Vulture, I do have uncut, unedited. I just take the stream from here and post it directly onto YouTube. So if there's anything you'd like to see, go ahead and jump over there. If you don't mind throwing me a like and subscribe over there if you like what you're seeing. And thank you all and have a good evening.